What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about projecting ranges, how to predict reversals, time and price, and where can these reversals happen and where to look for them. Okay, so here we're on the NASDAQ E-mini futures contract. This works on all so many different pairs. I like USD based pairs. It's going to work on Forex, futures, you name it, any asset. So here we have our London session. Okay, price took out the highs here at 8 a.m. We dropped down. We failed to take out the London low here. And then we run up into 920. We take out liquidity again. We do have some equal highs here, relatively equal highs just above there. Okay, so we drop down and we completely violate this bearish PD array here coming down, use about 50% of that gap to run higher and take out this buy side that we created there. Okay, let me turn off the extend. Okay, so we have that. But what happens here is we take out this small buy side liquidity, and then we have this low put in here, which we then break to the downside aggressively. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish candles with lots of displacement down, breaking this market structure. Okay, so if we look here, we do have a small fair value gap here, and then we have an order block in these consecutive up close candles there. Okay, so we have an order block and a bearish fair value gap. Do I have one bearish? Just change this to okay. Now, if we were to enter on this, okay, let's say we enter short here, stops just above the high there. Okay, this is classic ICT 2022 mentorship. Okay, now we could target low-hanging fruit, which would be this inside of this PD array here, these lows. Will give you a quick 1 to 1.5, or even target this low, these lows here, or we can target these lows for 1 and 2, 1 to 3. But how can we squeeze out as much profit and as much of the move here in this position? Okay, when do we know when is it going to reverse? Other than maybe we can definitely take out this low, or we can aim for London low. Okay, but here's another way, which is a little bit more advanced on how to project down how far it's going to go before we get a reversal. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is come to your Fibonacci. Okay, I already have it set here, but you're going to take the high and the low that displaced here to the downside. Okay, you can use that, or you can also use the low here and the high. Well, we'll do it the opposite way because we're going down. Okay, so you can use the high down to the low here. Okay, so the manipulation higher here before the displacement. Okay, this is going to give you somewhere around 4 standard deviation. which could be possible reversal. Okay, so if we use that, this area could be our possible reversal area. But I like to use the displacement and the market structure shift. And then I like to use 2 to 2.5 area, which lines up still similar with that 4. Okay, so just a couple ways you can use the standard deviation. This one will mark off as 2 from displacement leg. And then this one is our 4 from the manipulation. Okay. So if you want to look at the settings here, I have for the standard deviation. Here they are. Okay. Pause the video if you need to. So let's target just about 2. Okay. This is going to give us almost a 6R. All right. So we play price, we tagged in there. Okay. So let's play price forward. And as you can see, just about 2 here, we get this reversal higher and we start breaking structure heavily to the upside. Okay. You can see this high was pretty respected, but we get a candle body closure here just about 10 a.m. Okay. So if you're trading a London session, this would be your target down. And we can see we take these out here, right? We'll use the manipulation leg up. You can see we get 4 perfectly taps to 4. What I like to do is do just before the standard deviation so that you give a room for spread and stuff like that. But you can also, again, like I said, you can use the displacement leg that mark for market structure, and which gives us 2, right? So if we do just before 2, it gives it here. A lot of people usually use this one though. So if you use the manipulation higher, okay, so the run on liquidity from this low to this high that takes out buy side, you take your fib with your standard deviation settings from the high to the low, because we're going to project down, gives us about that 4. Okay. Or if you project here, this is the displacement that broke market structure that gives you about that 2. Okay. So now we're in New York session. Okay. What did we do here? We took out sell side. Here, we took out London lows, right? Create this low, 2, 3. We get our market structure shift here. Right? Why is this a market structure shift? Because not only did we break this high, but we close with the candle body above. Okay, that's key, right? We get displacement. We leave a fair value gap here. Okay. Now, why didn't it come down to this fair value gap? Well, if you notice, we have a bearish fair value gap just inside here. Okay. So when you have a bearish and then a bullish fair value gap, this is now a balanced price range. So there's no reason, since it's balanced, for price to return lower here. Okay. It can tap this order block here in these 2 consecutive down close candles, but it shouldn't close with the candle body any lower than this fair value gap, which we see once we tap it moves aggressively away. Okay. Now, how far is it going to go up? Well, the move high to low before we get the displacement, if we take the same principle, since we're going up, this time we're going to go from the low to the high. Okay. So about 2 is going to be here. So we definitely could target, if we're going to take buys here off of this, we could target these highs to the left. The highs we made at 920, right? Just below 2. Okay. Now we could also make note of different take profits. So you have buy side here. There's a high here. Okay. So just take note of that, and then possibly running up to 2 or 2.5. Okay. So we get rid of this one. If we look left, yeah. So let's watch price. We move price forward. Boom. So we tap just about 2.5. And if we look, we hit 3 and reversed from there. So usually a whole market maker buy and sell model will go about 4 max. Sometimes I have it to 6, but the sweet spot's 2.5. As you see here, we hit 3 and then reverse down. Okay. Now, also, if we come back to this entry, just to add some more context on why this was such a strong buy here, we have this low, high, lower low. So this pattern is a breaker. Why? Because once we get a candle body closure above this high, it then confirms this breaker. Okay. So we mark this up. Where's my highlighter here? Okay. We have these lows, these highs, and then lower lows. You want to look at the candle bodies. Okay. So if you look at the candle bodies, we have this low, candle bodies higher, and then candle body closures lower than this low. Okay. This is the manipulation before the candle body closure confirmation breaking market structure. Okay. So where is the breaker? It is this middle candle here. It can be all 3 of these, but usually you want to pick 1 or 2 candles in the middle of the formation. So 1, 2, 3. Look at the middle of the formation. I would pick these 2 candles from the wick to wick as your breaker. Okay. So this is a third confirmation. Okay. This is your breaker. This is your fair value gap. Okay. Market structure shift. So you have 2 confirmations, 3 confirmations here for price to run higher. And then we even have a balanced price range. I don't think I have a template for that, but we can write in here BPR for balanced price range. Okay. So lots of really good information in here. If you need to, go back and rewatch this video as many times as you need to. But if you want to take these trades with us live, which I took this trade with the Discord, click the link down in the description for the Discord. We do trade live Tuesdays through Thursdays. We do giveaways. People helping people pass their challenges in here. People getting payouts, getting funded and paid. We have homework, weekly outlooks, tons of chats for whatever pairs you like to trade. Couple boot camps, tons and tons of education in here, all the way from psychology to indicators, beginner basics to advanced concepts. So definitely would love to have you in the community we have here. It's growing. We have over 200 people in here. So With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comment down below and I will respond. You can also follow me on Instagram at FXAndrewCapital. Until next time, guys, trade safe.